Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a core set 2020 draft. They just came online, I think, yesterday. So this is my first draft in this new format. It's going to take me a little while to read all the cards and learn everything, so be patient. I prefer starting my first few drafts on Magic the Gathering Arena because you get basically infinite time to read what all the cards do. But we don't get that luxury here. So Kalia Zenith Seeker, I do happen to know this card already, and I'll get a preview up here so we can all read it. But really, actually a strong card. It's 3-color though, which makes it a bit more challenging to do. I don't even know if they have... Oh, let's see what they have her as 3 tickets, which isn't too much, but let's see if there's anything else in here that's worth talking about. The Elemental's pretty good. Bone Splinters removal. I mean, it's probably worth it to just take the Mythic. It doesn't look like we're giving up anything super nuts here, really, at all. They brought protections back. I thought they had done away with protections, but looks like they're coming back. So, making a comeback. We'll just take the Mythic. It's interesting. If we can splash for it, play 2 of its 3 colors, it seems worth it to me, especially if you even have like one or more angels, demons, or dragons in your deck. You can get good value out of it, so let's take it. Follow-up pick. Well, I know Ember Hauler's good, but let's see what else we have in here. We've got the Mask of Immolation. When it enters the battlefield, create an elemental creature, attach mask to it. This card seems good to me, actually. I like this card. Yeah, basically turns all your guys into little devils. I like it. Equipment is typically good. What's some other good things we've got in here? We've got this Ember Cat, ramp for elementals, or else it's a bear. This card is probably pretty good. There's quite a few elementals in the format. Even if you don't end up with a Chandra Planeswalker, if you can ramp into a few of your elementals, that seems pretty good. And like I said, it's a bear, so nothing wrong with that. Anything else worth mentioning? Wolfkin Bond, definitely a good card. I remember this from Limited before. So really I'm thinking it's Mask or Ember Cat. I feel like the Mask is a little more versatile since you equip it to anything. So we're going to take the Mask. Give her a try here. Alright, Glinthorn Buccaneer. 3 mana 2/4 haste. When you discard a card, deals 1 damage to each opponent. You can discard and then draw, but you can only activate if it's attacking. It's still 3 mana 2/4, which isn't bad. Otherwise, the Berserker, definitely good against primarily white decks. Heartpiercer Bow first made an appearance in what? Khans of Tarkir. So we're seeing it now. Aeronaut seems good to me. A red flyer is fairly unusual. Indenture, the Cutthroat. This card is not bad. Captivating Gyre. I'd probably just take the rare. 3 mana 2/4 is with haste. Yeah, this card has enough upside where I like it, definitely. A little bit odd, you can only activate the ability when it's attacking, but it kind of makes sense with its ability, I suppose. And in red. So reduce to ashes. Nothing crazy good in terms of removal, but it is certainly playable removal. We have Audacious Thief. I actually like this card, but it's only a 2/2, so it's probably a little bit difficult to keep alive. Vial of Dragonfire, kind of subpar removal as well. I actually really like Steadfast Sentry, kind of a double value, high value white card. Inspiring Captain can be good. What do I like the most? Could just be the removal, because right now it looks like we're getting past red, probably. So maybe if we manage to cut the last red card from there, we can get a little bit more of it. So there's Marauder's Axe. We could take the Aeronaut now. Like I said, red flyer. Only on your turn, I understand, but it still seems good to me. Sorcerer of the Fang. I think we'll just take the Aeronaut. Let's get a flyer. Axe is kind of cool, but we'll take the flyer. Another reduced to ashes, Woodland Champion. I see. Kind of need tokens to make that happen. Scoured Barrens is actual fixing for Kalia, so I think I'm going to take it. Over reduced to ashes, I'm okay with that. Sky Knight Vanguard. This card's kind of cool, but I don't like that the soldier is tapped and attacking. It makes it worse, but it can be good. Otherwise, what's the Necromancer do? Exile target creature card and you can create it. That's kind of good, actually. Otherwise, we could take the Crag, get some more fixing. 5 mana, 2 bodies can be good. I kind of want to try out the Vanguard. See if I like it. Okay. So, Foot Soldier could get going on that plan. Blade Brand was definitely good when it first was around. It's not bad. It's kind of cool with like Buccaneer. Lets you just get through. Vanguard 2, I guess technically you could make your little attacking token unblockable. I don't know how much I like the Foot Soldier plan. I mean, it can be some card advantage. I think we'll try it just because I think Smuggler probably comes around anyway. Maniacal Rage, Moment of Heroism, another Scoured Barrens, and there's Squad Captain. Moment of Heroism is definitely a good trick. I think I'm just going to take another Scoured Baron to help with the Kalia Splash. And I guess I'm trying to keep my eye out for Angels, Demons, and Dragons. So this only works if you can control another flyer. Or we can go on the Pack Mastiff plan as well. You know what? Let's try these little... They're commons. It's kind of what drafting's all about, is making these little things work. So we did get another Smuggler, but Berserker could definitely be good. Yeah, I mean, even... It's a 2 mana 3/1 when attacking at worst, and then the Pro White is definitely an upside that could come into play, so let's try it. Splashing a card when you're looking like an aggro deck typically isn't a great plan, but I think I'm okay with it. Angelic Gift, possibly. Pro White, though, can't cast it on the Berserker, so we'll cut the black card here. Okay. Not a bad start. Only 1 removal, but that's all right. Looks like a cool deck so far. Ooh, so Thunderkin Awakener, 2 mana, 1/2 haste. When it attacks, choose an elemental creature card in your graveyard. Okay, well, I don't even think we have any elementals, do we? I'm just gonna see if it's worth anything. It's worth 2.5 tickets. It's actually pretty good. Ember Cat, Infuriate. Ancestral Blade. This card's pretty good too. Probably going to opt for the equipment. Seems unlikely we're going to make the Thunderkin Awakener do anything for us. Getting a lot of fixing already though for Kalia, which is cool. We'll take the Blade. I like the idea of equipment with built-in value. It just seems good to me. So we'll try him out. Nightpack Ambusher is a good card. I like that. It's probably worth something, right? No, 66 cents. That's surprising. Seems like a good card. So I know that Chandra's Outrage is good. We probably want to take that. Apostle of Purifying Light, more protection value. Angel, actual value we could get off Kalia now. That's a cool card too. I think it's good, but we want to take the Outrage. It's premium removal. Kill something, hurt your opponent. Cannot complain about that. So, all right. So still possibly trying to capitalize on Battalion Foot Soldier Pack Mastiff, but It's not a high priority. So here's another Angel. Definitely seems good to me. Destructive Digger, Angelic Gift, another Inspiring Captain. I'm okay taking the Herald of the Sun. We don't have to play straight aggro. Like, yeah, we really don't. We can just play high value cards. I mean, Mask of Immolation and Ancestral Blade work just fine as like things you can do early that come into play late. And Herald of the Sun just seems like a good card to me. Granted, we don't have a ton of flyers, but we already have a couple. Yeah, we have the Vanguard, we have the Kalia, and we have a Aeronaut. So, sounds good. Let's take it. Repeated Reverberation. Copy spells and loyalty abilities. It's kind of cool. I don't think that it's what we want, though. I'll see if it's worth anything. Always good to check when you're playing MTGO. Otherwise, Fencing Ace. Scorch Spitter is kind of cool. It's more, I would say it's more of a, probably more of a constructed card. Or we can just take another Aeronaut. Just go on the flying plan, sort of. Flying when attacking plan. Admittedly, 4-mana 3/2 without flying is not so good, but flying typically comes up and is a pretty big deal, so we'll take it. Never bad to get evasion. Villas. Is that a foil Villas too? I feel like it is, but maybe it's just the it's only worth a ticket. I felt like this card is really good too. Can I splash for it, or probably not? I'm kind of tempted to just take it anyway. There's nothing else in here. It'd be pretty tough to make it work in a splashing black deck, unfortunately, but I feel like it's a good card. Otherwise, there's the Raptor, which does fly, or the Ember Cat. We don't have any elementals yet, but it is a bear that can have some value. I don't think Villas is gonna make the deck, and I don't care enough about one ticket. I guess we'll take the Ember Cat. We could still find some elementals. Another Ember Cat. Heart Piercer Bow. Cutthroat's not worth the splash. Bone Splinters potentially is worth the splash. Okay, probably just consider that over the Ember Cat. Blood for Bones. You can ramp, and then I actually like this card. Manifold Key, Marauder's Axe, Scorch Spitter. So Marauder's Axe lets us get some extra damage in. These hardly count as equipment because they come in with creatures that they're attached to, which is pretty cool. How good is Blood for Bones? I feel like it's pretty good. Bring a creature back. Now, on top of bringing a creature back, you get to get a creature from your graveyard to your hand. Granted, you do have to sacrifice something, but well, I feel like it's pretty strong. We'll see. Chandra's Regulator. Yeah, I don't think it's good enough for our deck. It's probably a cool constructed plan, maybe. It's only worth 74 cents. I think we just easily take Moment of Heroism here, which is just a solid card. Another Ember Cat. We'll take the Caves, because at this point, we're looking like we're splashing black pretty good, so extra fixing could not hurt. So Angel definitely seems good. Or we could take the Steadfast Sentry, but Protection's good. Possibly exiling a card from a graveyard could come up. Otherwise, just like I said, getting protections is way good. I'm surprised they brought them back. It's just a really strong effect. Fire Elemental, I mean, well, it's probably not better than Stone Golem in a 3-color deck, is it? Probably not. Okay. Squad Captain. You know, this card is probably playable. could actually potentially be good. Cut the black card. We'll take the Ember Cat. Looks like card is not that good. Flood of Tears, we'll just check the price on it quick. $0.56. Alright. This is more of a sideboard card. Lavakin Brawler. It's an elemental itself. Keldon Raider is actually a pretty good card. Probably just want the shock. Can't go wrong with a shock. Maybe get the Scoured Barrens back. That would be nice. So we don't even have to run a swamp. Let's take the shock. So Loyal Pegasus is actually pretty good. Ancestral Blade number 2, I might be okay with that. It only equips for 1, and the fact that it comes in with it, I just think it's good. I have a good feeling about these equipments. They just seem like high value cards to me. Especially this one that's a bear plus turn all your other things into a bear. We're just going to take it. Could take the Evolving Wilds, more fixing, but I'm going to try these. I have a good feeling about these equipment. Oh, did I check the price on? I don't think I did. Agent of Treachery. 62 cents. Nothing special. Taking the Blade. Icon of Ancestry. I don't think that we have a pretty consistent creature type here, so it is worth a ticket. Could take another Blade. Right, it's Bird Grabber. I'm just going to take all the equipment bears because why not? So probably don't need a Stone Golem. Probably don't need a few other things. Bone Splinters is looking way better in a deck that gives you equipments with built-in value. Inspiring Captain still looking good. Sanitarium Skeleton is actually kind of good with all the equipment too, but we'll take another Bone Splinters. It's premium removal rather, and we have quite a few things that are good with it. So I think we're off of the Pack Mastiff and Battalion Foot Soldier plan, although there is another one in here. What's Diamond Knight do again? Choose a color. When you cast a spell, the chosen color, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Kind of cool, actually. I feel like if we had a little bit more consistent color, I'd be okay with it, but it might still be worth taking. But we may want Griffin Protector for more flying, or the second Battalion Foot Soldier just as something to search up and we can attach equipment to, so a form of card advantage. Probably a good idea. I mean, more flyers would not hurt, but more 4-drops isn't looking great either. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. I think we're off of the Blood for Bones plan, though. Legion's in. Just check the price. Probably not worth anything, but we'll look. 56 cents. Gauntlets of Light. This card's kind of cool, actually, but I don't think it's what we're looking for. Another Pack Mastiff or the Steadfast Sentry now. Sentry is definitely good. It's got the Vigilance, good with equipment. Get value when it dies. We'll take it. Another Vanguard could definitely be good. Yeah, I'll take it. Audacious Thief in here, but I'll take the Vanguard. Daybreak Chaplain is one of those cards that would definitely be good with all of the equipment that we have. So, probably take it. Devout Decree rather is a good sideboard card to have, but I'm going to play the Scoured Baron, so I think we'll do it. Now I just don't even think that we have to run a swamp. I don't think we need the Ember Cats, just because they're bears that we don't even have anything to ramp into with. We really have like 4 more creatures than it shows here, so now I'll definitely take the Pegasus, get more evasion. Our evasion plan sounds really good actually now. So we have to make quite a few cuts, but I like what we're doing right now. Might get off the angelic gift, although flying over top could be good. Another captain, or we take the axe. I feel like we already have 4 equipment. Granted, they hardly count as equipment, so I don't know if it really matters, but I may just want the Inspiring Captain. I know it's a pretty good card. Hard to go wrong with team buff. I think we'll take it. Disenchant, good sideboard card. We don't need the Soul Mender. You can totally main deck these protection cards, I think. So, I guess we can't equip our own Berserker with Ancestral Blades. Feel like that could totally come up, but that's okay. Don't need any of this. I guess we'll take the Dismal Backwater. So we have to make 5 cuts, and I'm not exactly sure what they are yet. Feels like it's probably going to be like an Angelic Gift, and we can cut a couple creatures, so we'll have to figure that out. But we've got a good amount of flying. I like how this looks. We may want to... I don't think we need the Daybreak Chaplain. I think the Squad Captain can probably go. It's just mediocre enough where we don't need it. And like I said, the Chaplain. So we don't want to cut any more creatures. Oh wait, that's not true. We can easily cut more creatures because these are all creatures. So we really have like, what, 19 creatures in here? Yeah, we can cut some creatures. We don't need to cut any of our spells. So our weakest creatures, I guess we can cut Apostle because it's a piker in some matches, but we can sideboard into it. I didn't want to cut protection spells, but I think it kind of makes sense. The Foot Soldiers I'm going to keep. Like I said, with the amount of equipment we have, I think it actually makes sense. I actually think this blade is going to be really good, but we'll see. In multiples, especially. Definitely keeping the Herald just because I think it's good. So one more cut, or we could go with 16 lands. I may just cut the Berserker. I think it's good, but like I said, it could come up because we can't equip it. Not that that's a huge deal, but I don't even, and we can't even put a counter on it, can we? Because this is the card that would target it to put the counter on it. Can't be targeted by anything white. So this is a white card, yeah. So there are actually quite a few things that don't work with the Berserker, but it is a nice aggressive card. I think this looks pretty good. We have a lot of flyers in here. How many do we have total? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's a good amount of flyers. Good removal. All right, I'm satisfied. So let's look at our color here. Primarily white, couple double red, and 3 black, but we've got all the fixing we need for the black spells, I think. So no swamps necessary. We want 1 more white than red, and then I think we're good. So no swamps. One more white than red. Wait, we already have 9, so we want to go. This would be 9, 8. Yeah. Good. 4 black sources, 9 white, and 8 red. Yeah. Cool. All right. I am satisfied. Cool looking deck. So we've even got some sideboard options here, which is nice. Not a ton, but we've got some. All right. This is it. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Round 1. We won the die roll. Play first. And yeah. Looks like a keep. We've got a turn progression. There's our black mana. Okay. Foot soldier is actually pretty good. Let's get in with our soldier here. So hopefully we don't draw the foot soldier next turn. That'd be the only way to lose out on value. So we'll play the aeronaut now. Spell costs 1 less to control creature with flying, draw 2. Yeah, that's a good card. Okay. So I think what we do is, so we don't want to trade our aeronaut, so we just have to equip the blade to the aeronaut, get in for 7. And guess we'll put the counter on the flyer. And then we'll play Scoured Barrens, Soldier, and we'll find our other one. And pass. Next turn we get our Herald of the Sun, which is nice. no play, so they probably have some sort of removal, but we're not gonna do anything about that, so we'll just get in for 7 and then play the Herald of the Sun. Okay. Well, that's a good deal to me. So play land, play the Herald, and pass. All right. So the Herald actually can't buff itself, which is pretty important to note. So our opponent is playing white, which means the Berserker could be good. Doesn't get protected from Flame Sweep though, but might still be worth considering. Pro black, so not a big deal there. This captain is gonna be good, so yeah, we want to get as many bodies down as possible now, so I think we just go captain plus the soldier. And pass, we don't need to search. I think we'll take it. I don't know if the attack into my 3/3 really makes sense otherwise. Could be a sweeper, but yeah, it was a sweeper. So they got us there. But I still think it was fine to play around a combat trick. They had like a moment of heroism, but I guess they would have played it defensively. So play a Scoured Barrens and pass. Oh yeah, and Planar Cleansing even deals with our equipment. That's pretty strong. That's going to be a problem. So it looks like they're like a big time Flyers deck. So play an Aeronaut. They're going to be able to attack for 6. I feel like I actually have to pay the extra mana and kill the Boreal Elemental. Can't really afford to take 6 next turn. Let's see what that does. Get a spirit and then you can exile a creature. Okay. I don't think I have any anti-flyer cards. So, we didn't see anything that makes bone splinters necessary. I mean, they could have a bomb in there somewhere, but I'm not sure if we need the bone splinters. So, reconsidering that one. Angelic Gift, they have enough flyers where that probably could be good. Yeah. Disenchant, I don't think so. And the Berserker. Yeah, I'm not digging the bone splinters as much in this match. I don't want to sack a creature to kill like 1/3s. Doesn't seem great to me. Do we want to try out the squad captain? I don't know quite what to do against the... yeah, I guess you gotta just play smart around the planar cleansing. That's gonna be tough. I want to try out the captain. Maybe instead of the gift. All right, try it out. Pack Mastiff might have actually been a good card to try here. Just because, I don't know, I feel like just being able to buff itself is actually pretty good. Well, no blue mana yet from our opponent. That's good. We're going to play the Steadfast Sentry instead of the Foot Soldier. I think it's better. Raise the alarm. Okay. Huh. It's actually pretty surprising. So next turn, we've got some options here. We can go with the Aeronaut, or we can Soldier plus Blade. Both are pretty good. How does this... You have to exile it, so you can block, exile it, and still exile a creature. It's pretty good. Unchained Berserker is definitely going to be good too. So what do we want to do? I would say we play the Aeronaut and then attack with the Sentry. Angel of Vitality. So if you gain life, you gain more life. And if you have enough life, it turns into a 4/4. It's a pretty good card. Huh, okay. So let's oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that. So let's deal with the Angel. I mean, I could deal with the Executioner, but no, let's deal with the Angel so we can get more damage in now. So we'll kill this. We're going to get in for 6. And play a soldier, finding another soldier. And pass. So all right. Elemental land, untap land there would have been, well, I guess we wouldn't have been able to target it anyway. So play the land, and we're gonna equip the sentry. Get in for 4. And at this point, if they play planar cleansing, if I play another thing, we would lose 5 cards, they would lose 4 cards. I guess they would only lose 3 cards. That's less good. The question is, do I want to commit more? It's a tough one. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm winning this board right now. I guess we stick around then. All right, so they get to draw some cards. They still have 4 mana up to use the Hanged Executioner. That's interesting. So, oh, that's cool. So they're gonna exile the sentry. Yeah, I guess I could have re-equipped, but question is still, do we want to play around planar cleansing? I mean, I kind of do, but I think we'll just re-equip here. Yeah, do we want to play around planar cleansing? We're still technically winning, I guess, so alright. Because we can reduce something if they just play like a creature. That was unexpected. So I think at this point we gotta commit. They're getting in for quite a bit here. So we have 6 mana. We can equip the blade, get in with the soldier, play the berserker, which I can't, moment of heroism, and the soldier. Alright. If I do draw another land, I can reduce to ashes, I suppose. Alright, looks like they're just going to get us with Planar Cleansing, which I really didn't want, but it's a tough spot. They kind of just got us exactly where they needed us. Or Flame Sweep, jeez. Well, yeah, I don't have the mana to... Okay. Well, let's see if I can kill my opponent here. I don't have double red. I'm one land short. Alright, we'll see if they block, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Well, gotta do it. I mean, we still potentially could kill them. If I draw a red land here, we can kill them. Well, I did get the red land, but not quite the way that I needed it. Especially, I mean, that tapped really is the big difference here. Yeah. All right. Jeez, that Boreal Elemental ability is coming up big for my opponent. All right. Uh-oh. That's not what you want to see. Okay. Oh, cool. No. All right. Well, maybe they just replay the elemental and we can reduce it to ashes and win. We'll see. I've been paying a premium on these removal spells, that's for sure. Jeez. Wow. I don't know what to say. Close game, I guess. Unsummon and a negate for the win. All right. We'll see you round 2. All right. Round 2. We'll play first. That's a good keep. The Vanguard down here. Pass. Looks like they have a blocker for our tapped and attacking creature, but that's okay. Oh, Buccaneer. That's actually a good draw. Good rip. So we'll jam it and get in there. All right, so we can drop the arrow knot now. All right, so they have a combat trick. Oh, really good combat trick. I'd rather play the arrow knot here and get another flyer, so we'll just allow that. Yeah, take 4. Griffin Sentinel, okay. So, I think we want to outrage the champion here, so let's just get in with everything. Because we're going to be making another soldier anyway, so makes sense to me. And we don't play outrage yet because they, I guess, could have a combat trick. So we'll get our damage in, kill the champion. And pass. All right. I don't mind that too much. That actually is strange to me. Oh, now it makes more sense. I'm like, why would they do that? But that makes sense. Okay. So we can, I guess, still get in. We're still netting a damage. Which is fine. Or, yeah, getting 2 damage in, actually. So now we'll play a foot soldier, find another one, and drop the ancestral blade so that we can attach it to a soldier. This is where those inspiring captains would look really good. Or even the 5-drop that's not in our main deck, whatever it's called, the thing. Let's see here. Oh, Loyal Pegasus, cool. So, yeah, I suppose the play is equip the foot soldier. But when this dies, I see the problem. So I can Let's see. I attack with the Vanguard. No. I think we just build our board this turn, and then the Pegasus is going to get equipped with the Blade to keep going over top, because once the Sentinel's a 2/4, that's actually a pretty big problem. So we'll play the Pegasus, we'll play the Soldier, and we'll pass. And I guess we can equip the Pegasus as well to play around another Rabid Bite. Although it doesn't really with the Steadfast Sentry, does it? But I'll do it anyway. And then we'll play our second Soldier and pass. So the Pegasus can't attack alone, but we can still attack with the Vanguard as well. So seems fine. Take 3. No plays, alright. So, we can attack with the Pegasus and the Vanguard. And I guess we can attack with the Soldiers too. You know, if they block 2 soldiers, they take 5 damage. We may want to attack with everything here. If we attack with everything, they block here. I guess we do. This nets them a 2/4, but potential for a good amount of damage here. They have 5 mana up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to attack with everything. Okay, so they get some soldiers. The problem is I feel like we kind of have to deal with the Steadfast Sentry because it's got Vigilance, so it's kind of just swinging in on us every turn, which is a problem. Alright. So we get some damage in, get some stuff off the board. They're at 6, they're left with a 2/4. I mean, obviously the 2/4 is good. The good news is, maybe I should have, yeah, I should have re-equipped there actually. So the Vanguard can still get in, which is important here. They get us pretty good with a Rabid Bite, which I could have played around. Steadfast Sentry number 2 though. So let's see here. Inspiring Captain, that's a good one. So play the Captain. And now we can get in. We don't need to re-equip. And they really do not have good blocks here. Cool. So, playing against just a green-white value beats deck looks pretty good, honestly. The Berserker looks like it could come into play again, and then we don't need the Apostle. Flying definitely seems good. They didn't have a ton of flyers. So we'll bring in the Berserker. We can probably play it over like a... Actually, what do we play it over? Kind of like these blades. I'm trying to think how many... I mean, we saw Raise the Alarm. We saw the Griffin protect... Yeah, we have to play the Berserker here. It was like all white creatures. That's not true. There were some green, but it seemed like primarily white creatures. So this can deal with Barrel Invocation, but it doesn't seem worth it. I guess we can cut a blade for a Berserker. We can't equip the Berserker with the blade anyway, so okay. I mean, I could have cut a Bone Splinters. That's true. But I still feel like Bone Splinters is pretty good. This is definitely a good hand. So we'll do the caves. Drop the Vanguard. Too bad Bone Splinters isn't instant speed. That would be helpful. Steadfast Sentry. Captain. Alright. So get in with the Vanguard. Even a buff spell would be pretty helpful here. Double Sentry, huh? Okay. Zenith, or Kalia rather. So, what do we want to do here? Best use of mana is like an Aeronaut. Probably want to outrage a Sentry now, but the problem is the Sentry will get bigger. Might not be a big deal. We have Bone Splinters to deal with the other one. We probably outrage, I suppose. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Card seems good. 5 mana, 5/4 trample with upside. It's good value. So I think that we attack with the Vanguard, play an Aeronaut, kill the Shaman. Sacking the Vanguard. Oh, I can... That's actually pretty good now, isn't it? Yeah. Huh. Okay. So... deal 1. Shock here. That gets buffed. And Bone Splinter the Shaman now? Okay. I mean, I could take 6 here, and it might actually be better because it does give them something to fight with, however. Rabid Bite. Save myself 6 damage. Yeah. I just feel like I don't want to sack the Vanguard if I don't have to. It's much better use of mana to play the Aeronaut now. I take 6, but I have a thing I can swing back with. I can make a 1/1 and then sack it, but they probably have a follow-up play. It's just so much worse use of mana here, but I'm going to save myself the damage. I think it's the wisest course of action. I mean, it's not great. It's not good value for us, but I think it's fine to do that. No play from our opponent, which is pretty surprising, actually. So best use of mana is the Aeronaut. That potentially could let us play a Kalia and Inspiring Captain in the same turn. Alright. Alright, so it looks like they're going to Rabid Bite our Aeronaut. So guess that we'll do the So they have Moment of Heroism. I think I'm just going to block here then. That's actually okay. 1 card left. So let's just reduce this to ashes now. Because I mean, I could play the Inspiring Captain to trade, but I think it's better to have more creatures than my opponent, if possible. Alright, no plays. So now we can play Kalia to see if we find our angel. And we did. Sweet. So we'll play the blade, and we're actually going to equip Kalia just to give her a bit more protection. So we'll play the Herald of the Sun here. And we can draw a land and double counter the Kalia. Currently we have lethal. All right, cool. We got round 2, so we'll see you in round 3. All right, round 3, we'll play first. This one will mulligan. This one will keep. So we're in the London mulligan rule now, which is cool. So do I have double white and double red? I have 1 double white, multiple double red, but I have more need for... I'm thinking about... I would probably just ditch the Scoured Barrens. That makes sense. Okay. Done. So play the Bloodfell Caves and pass. All right. Another blade, cool. So play our blades, Blades of Glory. All right, get in there, play the Sentry and pass. Audacious Thief. So we can play the Barons, play the blade, equip the blade to the Sentry, and get in for 6. And if they trade the Thief for our Soldier, we're still looking pretty good, I would say. Opponent does have 7 cards to our 2, but our 2 cards are pretty good. We've got a nice looking board at the moment too. So we definitely block with the Sentry. I could have taken it, I guess. But the thing, I mean, we still trade. I get a counter. This seems way better for me. We'll put it on the... we put it on the equipped one. I'm okay with that. Oh, they did have the Mind Rat. All right. Well, I got good value there. Aeronaut's a good draw, so let's get in for 4. pass. So, opponent is playing black. That means we can bring in our other protection card. I like this Cryptic Caves, actually. I think that's a good card. Depends on how color intensive your deck is. If it's not super color intensive, I could totally see that being good value. So, let's see here. Equip the blade and attack with everything. And it threatens lethal. Okay, so they had removal. So they can take 5 here and still smash back with lifelink on their turn. So we'll play a land and pass. Okay. So we'll go. I don't think we need to shuffle our equipment around. So we'll just play a land and pass. Okay. So we do have 2 bone splinters, but I think it's wiser to block here and hope to draw some other creature. We actually haven't seen our red equipment yet, have we? That's interesting. So we'll play the captain and equip him. And pass. So there's our mask. So I can attack for 5. If I leave this back, we can double block the predator. We have 2 cards left in hand. If I attack and they don't block, I can play the mask and then equip the blades to it, but if they have removal, they kill me. If I double block the predator, though, I end up losing everything. And that doesn't seem great for me either. I think we attack. I think we're just going to hope our opponent doesn't have removal or a pump spell, basically. So we'll play the mask. Could have actually killed them with a moment of heroism, too. Or do they have murder? Jeez. Nice. Alright. So we'll play the mask and double equip it and pass. So it looks like we got pretty good by the Mind Grot that game. So basically, we just need a removal spell for the Predator, and I think we're okay. Jeez, got us pretty good. All right, so we'll go to game 2 here, and we want the Apostle. Bone Splinter's still probably pretty important to have. So what do I cut for the Apostle? I guess one of the blades, but the blades are really good against removal, I think. Turns all your future guys into bigger threats. It's pretty good. Could cut a moment, but they look pretty aggressive. I guess we cut a blade for a protection creature here. And yeah, I think everything else is fine. So we'll play first. Yeah, it's a keep. Not the quickest hand I've ever seen, but it's a keep. So we'll go soldier, find a soldier, and pass. Gorging Vulture. I think that card's really good, actually. Well, they lost a murder. Seems good for us. So we'll play an Aeronaut and pass. Yeah, I guess losing out on their red mana could be beneficial for us as well. Oh, Well, they found it. Pattern matcher. So they can find another burglar. Or another vulture, I suppose, if they have that. Or another pattern matcher, I guess, too. So basically, pattern matcher turns their burglar into a battalion foot soldier. It's pretty good. Well, there's our black mana. So what do we want to do here? I think we play the barons, we play the captain, and we get in with the aeronaut. Because I think they just have so much removal in there. I don't want to attack with the soldier too and regret it. That was unexpected. So I think we'll just play the caves and drop a Kalia and then pass. And I guess I shouldn't play any more lands because of Mind Rot. And we once again find our Herald, which is just sweet. So pass. And the reason I'm not offering a trade of an aeronaut for a vulture is because we have two of the we have technically 3 ancestor blades, but I think I sideboarded out of one of them, so okay. Got a lot of removal in there. So Herald of the Sun still has the potential to flip this game around if they can't deal with her, because then we can start buffing our aeronaut and getting in there. So if I just block like that and they have Enrage, I could double block, but there might be some first strike card I'm not thinking about. I think we'll just offer the trade. Okay. Pack Mastiff, okay. So, play the Herald. And I think we sandbag the lands for Mind Rot. But if I don't sandbag the land, I can double pump off Herald, which is kind of good. It's true. It is pretty strong. All right. Okay. Can't do anything about the second murder. So I think we just deal with the most damage. Yeah. So play soldier and pass. Yeah, I mean, we're seriously just getting worked here. I think the most surprising part is they've had to like use, it doesn't even matter that they've had to use twice as much removal. They just have it. Like they had to use, I used one card to get two, they killed it both. I used one card to get two, they killed them both. And they still have 3 cards in hand and a better board presence. That's not a very exciting draw. I guess we kill this. I might as well have played a land there. So I guess I should have ditched the bone splinters, but no, I guess in my defense we did lose against a 6/5 that I was basically desperately seeking bone splinters to kill. Although, did I even have the black mana? I can't remember. So we got just worked matches 1 and 3. But despite that, I thought the deck looked good. It was actually a pretty good plan. Had some pretty good value stuff. I guess there weren't any bombs, but Kalia kind of. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. will be back for the next one. We'll see you then.